James Monis is this fantastic stellar wine next, coming from the producer Principi di Butera. It's a red wine blend called Symposio. Stay tuned and I'll tell you more about this wine. So here's a map of where Principi di Butera is in Sicilia. It's a lovely, beautiful, gorgeous international variety wine. So here's my big point from international varieties in Sicilia. They're to be enjoyed, and I think they're stellar, beautiful, gorgeous, and stand on a world stage. I do believe strongly in regions like Sicilia to have international varieties, and it's a-okay to do. I know there are wine merchants and wine buyers that don't bring in wines that are not, say, the indigenous varieties of those regions, but I think that's really narrow-minded. Wines like this are proof positive. So this is basically dominant Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, and Petit Verdot wine. But to me, this is really speaking of what that particular region can do and this land can do where Principi di Butera is located. To me, this is harmonious and beautiful. It really sings praises from me in terms of its characterization, elegance, beauty, grace, and acidity. And I think this is a wine where this is a 2014 vintage. This is going to age much longer in terms of its capabilities of aging nicely, beautifully in the bottle. I'd like to see this aged 10 years to 20 years. I think it's going to be a fantastic wine. I'm sure there's older bottles in the cellar of Principi di Butera that need to be tasted out. But I think until then, this wine is lovely to grace my wine table and one that I recommend. So here's what we have. Now, Symposio, Principi di Butera. Now, this is a 14% ABV wine. Now, back panel for you to look at here. This wine is a wine of 65% Cabernet Sauvignon, 30% Merlot, and 5% Petit Verdot. And rich, beautiful, gorgeous. I also would say on this wine, what I find very fascinating, it's really a markedly different wine. This is not, say, Napa Valley. This is its own representation of international varieties from Sicilia, and with that comes a different characteristic. And so first of all, let me pour a little more in my wine glass. Now, 2 wine glasses are important for this wine. Either this very beautiful Bordeaux or Burgundy glass. Bordeaux glass is, I think, equally important to try this wine out in. Do yourself a favor. Now, I've tried this out in 2 different wine glasses. This is a Bordeaux wine glass, and this is a Burgundy wine glass. You know, I actually like the Burgundy wine glass on this wine in particular. So why I like this, actually either is fine. I definitely love large format wine glasses considerably. I think they're absolutely beautiful. If this was a large format Burgundy glass, I think it would shine even more. Now, this is really nicely done in this wine glass here, but for me, this is sterlingly beautiful in this wine glass here. And I think that's because the molecules in this wine are really coming through, folding through in harmony with oxygen and giving a beautiful representation of what this wine is and capable of. To me, tasting this wine and smelling this wine in this particular format is telling me that this wine glass or this wine is going to really age remarkably well, and it has a bit of age on it, right? 5 years. This is 2019. This is a 2014 vintage. So I think that's a really telltale sign for me. So I definitely smell, I wouldn't say age in the wine glass itself, but harmonious notes of what age has brought, what vintage has brought to this wine. So in this characterization of rich blackberry notes, as well as forest floor, spice notation, as well as characterization of suede, which I think is really exhilarating. So nicely done. Next, the palate characterization. Heirloom blackberry, delicate spice notes, thyme, lavender, elegant, beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous acidity to this wine, and harmonious notes that make for a fantastic experience. This is one where, if you're getting several bottles, maybe you buy 2 bottles, put one in your cellar and drink one now, just to enjoy it, just to remind yourself why you bought this bottle. Harmonious, beautiful wine, 95 points out of 100 points. Thank you for watching. More information on this producer down below. Questions and comments can be listed there. I'll put more information on an article that I've written on Sicilian wines down below. Right up here is the subscribe button to see the latest videos that I'm producing. And let's stay connected. You'll find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and WordPress. So thank you again. We will see you soon. Salute.